Welcome to a quick cue. I have weekly, horrible guests that text me completely at random. So to help me hear the full story, I pretend to have technical difficulties while I brown my whiteys until I black out. Thank you and enjoy. We're recording. Welcome to a quick cue. I'm your host, Nick. What's up? Today we have our guest, Eric Chedgy, or they call him Chedula. They call him Big Chedge, but I call him my boy. What's
All
up?
right.
How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing well. How are you, my friend?
I'm perfect. The guest will have up to 5 minutes to answer. The guest today is you, Chedgy.
Yes, sir.
They will answer the question with no follow up questions. When the host says, hold up, stop talking. When he says, I'm all clear, continue. Well, and like I told you before, I'm new to this, so
That's fine.
make a lot of mistakes, and that's why I say that part. All right. So,
Yes, sir.
Chedgy, your question is how does one prepare themselves for anal oral?
Okay, so I'm gonna put my feet up for this. Now, to preface, this sounded awful lot when you first sent me the question prior to this that you were asking me how do I prep for both anal and oral, and then I realized, oh fuck, you bastard, we're talking about ass to mouth and your nonsense and whatever. So I'll start with this. I don't think physically as a male, you don't really prep for anything really. Like I mean, it's not like I brush my teeth. What am I gonna do? It's not like my mouth is gonna be the dirty part of this situation. You know what I mean?
Hold up. You're all clear.
Okay. So in that regard, you don't really prep. That being said, when it comes to the actual act of it, it's not like you just want to do it right away. It's not such a thing. It's like Mount Everest. You have to climb up Mount Everest. You don't just jump off Mount Everest. That's not how you work a mountain. So typically, when it comes to this situation, it has to be kind of obviously consensual and obviously, it really depends on how much they're into it. Like if this is something that they really like, or this is like their jam, then by all means get right into it. But sometimes you gotta work the foreplay and work up to it. It's all about communication and reading the body language. You don't necessarily just go straight to ass. You just kind of have to start with some foreplay, start with some kissing, move down to the nipples, kind of.
Hold up. I'm all clear.
Okay. Kind of work your way down. Stimulate the clitoris. Start engaging the G spot a bit. Rubbing the lips, licking the lips, whatever, what have you, and then if all things go, then you dig in. But you don't ever want to like just start with that. That just seems like you gotta read the room. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hold up. Hold up. I'm all clear.
okay, like you can't just like you have to know your partner. 95% of the time, if this is your first date or if this is your first time having consensual sex with this woman slash man, you're not going to be burying your face in butt. That's just you're not munching butt. Like this is a thing that unless they're super into it and you're aware of it, and they've let you privy to that fact. Other than that, this is something that has to be a trust thing, and it takes time, and you can't just jump the gun. So basically, what I'm saying is the way to prep is to get in the mood, make it a comfortable thing. Don't make it like a mission statement. That's not what this.
Hold up. I'm all clear.
Okay. And basically just take your time with it. Enjoy it. Make sure she's enjoying it. Make sure she's enjoying all of this. This isn't a obviously, you're not sticking your face in someone's butt for you. Although sometimes you can be. I mean, that's up to you, I guess. That's really what you're into. I'm not one to judge. But just make sure that it's fun and make sure it's something that's comfortable. And that's how you prep for it. Essentially, you just want to make sure that you both are having a good time and it's something that you both want, and there's no judgment. And I mean, preferably if she showered before, obviously, or you showered before too. You both got to be clean.
Hold up. I'm all clear.
Okay, it's essentially the same thing you would prep for anything when it comes to sex with a woman. You don't want to just or man. You don't want to just do it. You want to make sure that it's enjoyable for both and it's something that you both want. It's all about communication. Communication and trust is key, Nicholas. And that's basically it.
Okay, thank you, Chedgy. And I hope the listeners feel a slow introspection after a quick cue. Thank you and good night. This podcast was recorded in June 2020 during the COVID-19 outbreak. Everyone on this podcast recorded from the comfort of their own home.
Wear a mask and vote.